Welcome back to the Lucy Show. Hope you guys are all doing well. As usual, coming into the stream, please make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. Ring that notification bell to know whenever my videos begin. I know the times have been very strange and off, but I am on vacation, so, or maybe it'll always be a little bit off. I don't know. Maybe I kind of like it like this. But I missed you guys. I know it's been a while. I've been dying to talk about this since I saw this on the news. And I'm standing up right now because I'm just so full. And I need to walk around. I don't know how it's possible. I'm not trying to get my 10,000 steps anymore because I already did it. I have like 12,000 steps right now, but I just need to move around because I can't sit on the ground any longer. It might be a little bit harder for me, I think, to see your comments, but I'll try. Hey, Lucy, #1 to smash. Thank you so much, Ken. What is it? What is it now? What? Okay, Luke, try to make more sense and I'll understand you. Okay, so I saw this news and I thought it was so interesting because I heard that The Rock, so aka Dwayne Johnson, that when he was, I don't know if he was a teenager or if he was just like younger, obviously when he was younger at one point, that he stole like from convenience shops because I saw him do a video of himself saying it, but I was just always curious, like, okay, is it okay when you do something illegal and then you talk about it like years later? Isn't it still illegal? And like, why would he admit to that? I understand he's trying to tell people like, okay, look at me now. Like, I'm famous, I'm rich. Like, you can change. You don't have to keep stealing from stores and stuff. So I think like it's a net good thing. But I always wondered, like, legally, what are the implications? And like, what if somebody else was not rich and famous like him? Should they do the same thing and then afford their future careers, their jobs, wherever else they want to work at? What if they want to work at a convenience store as a manager one day and they can't do it because they made a YouTube video talking about the fact that they stole from a convenience store? I don't know. I'm just curious legally how that works. But I saw this, I think it's on Puberty. The Rock returns to store he used to shoplift from as a kid to right the wrong. So it says Dwayne Johnson returns to the store he used to shoplift Snickers from decades ago in order to right the wrong. Okay, here, there's a video.
Hey, where's your Snickers? When I was 14 years old, every day I used to stop here at this 7-Eleven and steal a king-size Snicker bar because I couldn't afford to buy one.
I never had a king-size Snicker bar before.
I did that for almost a year every day. I had to come back and buy every Snickers bar on those shelves. What's your name? Okay, ring all these up. I used to steal a Snickers every day. For doing that, I gotta come back and I have to buy them. You know what I mean?
The guy's probably like, I wish you didn't steal a Snickers every day because now I have to ring up all these Snicker bars. It's a lot of work. Oh wait.
You're welcome.
Oh my god, he just ended up buying people at the store free stuff. I wish I was there.
Hey, where's your Snickers? When I was 14 years old, every day I used to stop here at the 7-Eleven and steal.
Oh, he was 14.
Because I couldn't afford to buy ones. That was my pre-workout food. I did that for almost a year every day. I had to come back.
Okay, it makes more sense now because I was like,
that's just for you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'm gonna leave these here. Somebody looks like they're stealing Snickers. Give them these so they don't steal it. Thank you. After decades, I am behind. Come on over here. Let's take a picture.
I gotta go to the Rockets here.
After decades of me wanting to come back home to 7-Eleven and try and make good, that felt really, really good. I'm out. Snickers and 7-Eleven.
Okay, I don't know how recent this is. Oh, $298. He bought $298 worth of it. I don't know how recent this was. Like, was this like this year or was it just like a few years ago, maybe like resurfacing video? But either way, he said he's been thinking about it. I guess like he waited decades to actually go to the 7-Eleven and right his wrong. I still applaud him though, like takes guts to even say that, like as famous as he is, obviously with like over 100 million followers and whatnot and being a huge celebrity, it still takes guts, I think, to just kind of put tarnish any part of your name. And like by saying that he used to shoplift, I'm sure his publicist or whatever probably didn't think that that was the greatest idea to unveil. So I think it's good and it's brave that he did that. But at the same time, I wonder if that is something that other people who are not The Rock should necessarily do for themselves and their futures, because I don't think The Rock needs to rely on any managers from a convenience shop to hire him for his future. So I definitely think that it's good, but maybe playing the devil's advocate, there's always a downside to any good news as well. I think it's still good that he did it though, better than not doing it, because if you didn't do it, then some kids might think it's okay to steal and then end up having a bad record. But seeing him trying to convince them to like not go the wrong path, not get in trouble, especially at that store, give away some free Snickers. I wish more rich people would do that, to be honest. It's kind of like, $298, which is what he spent on Snickers, is like not that much money, but it's just one 7-Eleven shop. But imagine if like every single celebrity millionaire could like take care of that like one store, buy like $300 worth of free chocolate for people who are starving or kids who are starving and were thinking about stealing, and then just give it to them for free. I don't know. But then people might take advantage and just take like 10 at the same time. But maybe if you have to like write your name down so you can only take a certain amount, that would be better. I want to know what you guys think. Is it better that The Rock shared this news? Or was it better if he didn't say that he once stole when he was a teenager? I still think it's better that he shared it. I'm not sure if this is something that other people should do at the same time, though. Do you think it is good The Rock told everyone he stole as a kid? Yes or no? What did Alan, what did you say? People are stupid. Effing Snickers. They should have stole a payday. I don't think I've had a payday. That's a chocolate, right? I don't think I've had a payday before. Might have. I don't think or maybe I had it, but I didn't actually buy one. Like I think maybe I took a bite of someone's payday, but I don't actually remember buying paydays. I like Mars bars, and no, that's not a reference to Elon Musk, but I think out of all the chocolate bars, one of my favorite ones has to be Mars bars. I like Mars bars a lot. And Twix. I think I just like anything with like a high sugar content. Oh, sorry, don't joke. No worries. The free Snickers at the 7-Eleven. Absolutely. Oh, 100% believe yes. This is a good thing that he did it. Now, legally though, I'm still very curious. Does he not get into any trouble because it happened so long ago? I guess I know there's a statute of limitations, okay? Again, never financial advice on my channel or legal advice, but I think there is a statute of limitations for most illegal things out there, crimes, right? Like if you murder someone, or like if you were, oh wait, what is that movie? It's called Double Jeopardy or whatever it is. I think that means that if you were put on trial and then the judges decided that you were not guilty, then you can't be put on trial again, even if you were found guilty later on. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what that legal term means, or that movie was about. So I know that there is like statute of limitations for like when something happened, once it was reported, to like how much time has passed, and then when these people would still get in trouble again versus not. So I don't know if it's like just completely okay for people to just all admit to doing things that are illegal as long as enough time passed. Like, how does that work? 7 years for a felony. 5 to 7 years, COINBASE says, for a felony. Okay. So like, because I guess he said, okay, clearly he's not a teenager anymore. So maybe because he did it and he was a teenager and he's saying that he did it as a teenager, that it took so long that now it doesn't matter that he says it out loud because he's not going to go to jail anyways. But I guess like the fact that he's saying it, period, like the fact that he said, okay, it happened at the 7-Eleven, like they would have to pull up the tapes, or like, yeah, probably like VHS tapes or whatever tapes they're called back then, in order to figure out like at which time, what moment, and then who is The Rock. There's just way too much evidence that's probably not available either way. So even if he said he did something and he didn't do it, or he did it and somebody tried to pin him down, it would be probably very, very hard to pull up something that was that old. So good for The Rock. Donation would have been better. This will interfere his presidential run. 6 McLovink sex. Oh wait, is he actually running? Because I think I heard from you guys, or maybe it was another stream, but I swear, yeah, he is in the running, right? So wait, who's running for 2024? Or is he running for 2028? Because Kanye West is still running for 2024, right? And oh my God, with what the heck is going on, he's removed again. I was seeing it like late last night. I was watching Grey's Anatomy and then I'm like, why? Why is he tweeting pictures of Elon Musk? And I didn't even think that they were unflattering, to be honest. I just thought like, okay, like why is he tweeting a picture of Elon Musk getting sprayed? I didn't even think much of it until later. Then I saw other tweets show up and it was like, I guess Elon tweeting about the fact that Ye got suspended, but because of his hate speech stuff, and not really because he posted an unflattering picture of him. I guess it's just, everybody's different. I didn't look at that picture and I was like, oh my God, it's such an unflattering photo. But then like, I think Elon himself made people think that it's an unflattering photo because he said that that's an unflattering photo of himself. So I don't know what you guys thought. Let me know down in the comment section below if you thought that picture that Kanye West posted yesterday of Elon Musk as his supposed last tweet was very unflattering. I think everybody has different beauty is within the eye of the beholder. I think that was not what I call at least an unflattering picture of someone else. Hi there, cool dude. Welcome to the stream. This might be, wait, what? Donation would have been better. It was a 6'3" Latino with sunglasses. I would have sworn that was you the way. What might be what? Elon banned me for calling him Muskie. I think he'd be okay with that. Ye and Elon have an inside joke type of relationship, and they're here laughing about this right now. Well, I don't know if it's an inside joke, if he really did get, he did get suspended, right? I didn't actually check, to be honest. I didn't go and search Ye and see if he was truly suspended, because once I saw that Elon Musk said that he was suspended for hate speech, I just kind of believed it. What happened to that little dog in the background? It reminded me so much. Oh, a dog? Oh, you mean my Doge pillow? Yeah, I'm traveling right now, so couldn't really put my giant Doge pillow in a suitcase, but maybe one day when I'm super rich, I can afford to buy my Doge pillow its own little seat on the airplane, and I'll bring it with me. What's something else before I forget? Okay, sorry, I'm gonna get back to moving because I am still really full. I feel like on vacation, I've just kind of like lost it. When I was in LA, like I focused on, well, I still work out, I think the same amount and like do a lot of steps, but eating wise, I've just been eating more and more junk. I don't know what it is. I feel like I've just been staying up later and just eating more snacks, or maybe the snacks in Canada are so good. I could feel myself. I haven't weighed myself for like this entire month. I'm a little bit afraid to, because I feel like I might have gained back like almost everything I started to work on in July, I think it was in July. Yeah, and in July I restarted my diet that I started in 2020 of February. But I think I'm definitely still more fit and lost more weight than I have in like 2020 of February when I was like 138 pounds. But I definitely think that this trip has cost me a lot, literally, in the weight and then also in money wise, because I have to buy a lot of snacks, or I choose to buy a lot of snacks. But okay, here's this other thing that I thought was interesting that I want to share with you guys. This is just my own little crazy theory, but hear me out. Hear me out. Do you guys remember? Okay, so this is kind of like finance time, but not really. It's just honestly like my imagination. In 2008, when everything crashed and the markets were really bad, that's also the time of like the vampire era. Like if you think back to 2008, when everything was horrible and everybody lost so much money and markets were just everything was bad. I remember that was like the era of like the Twilight. That was like the Vampire Diaries, like all those dark, like, movies and TV shows that were just like kind of sad and depressing, or had like that sad, depressing vibe, just all started to come out. Do you remember that? So I always felt like, and I didn't notice it. I didn't notice it during 2010, 2009. I only noticed it like recently when I got more into like just looking back at like the financial, like the housing market crash, and then now, and then pandemic. So now I'm thinking, maybe whenever the markets are really bad, whenever the markets are really bad and we have bad news, we have like recession vibes and all those things, maybe that's when like Hollywood and a lot of other, I don't know, people, directors and stuff just start like putting out things and producing things that are just maybe more just generally dark and depressing. But anyways, I always just thought that that was like a possibility. But now with like the Wednesday Addams Family, which I keep doing shorts of, I know, but I actually did not watch a single video. I mean, I didn't watch a single episode of Netflix Wednesday, like Wednesday Addams, which is like apparently #1 on Netflix right now or something. I definitely want to watch it, and I want to watch it even more now that I see it's #1, but I've never watched it before. And when I realized that it was #1 on Netflix, it just made me think again, like, maybe this is a sign that we're just doing so bad. Like, our economy is doing so bad, and people are in this like state of just like uncertainty, like maybe a lot of depression, just a lot of unhappiness with like everything that happened in the world and what's still happening in the world right now, not just politically, not just in the US, but just like everywhere. That maybe that's a possibility of why we're seeing shows like Wednesday hitting #1. And then I linked it to this. I saw this on Telegraph. This was 2 days ago, posted on Telegraph. It says the number of people, and okay, so this is the this is the headline. Satanism and devil worship is on the rise, according to census data. So the number of people in England and Wales identifying as Satanists saw a 167% increase between 2011 and 2021. The Office for National Statistics, ONS researchers, found that within the 10-year period, the number of Satanists rose from 1,893 to 5,054. Satanism is a religious or countercultural practice centered on the figure of Satan, otherwise known as the devil. In Christianity and Judaism, the figure is seen as the embodiment of absolute evil. Historically, Satanism, which is also known as devil worship, rejects Satan's antithesis, God and or Jesus Christ. The reason for the rise of Satanism remains unclear. However, it does correlate with separate ONS data published last year, which clearly indicates that a reverence for the devil was on the rise. So they're saying that it's unclear why we're seeing devil worship rising, but I'm just going to throw a wild one out there that maybe the worship is rising because people are just losing it. People are seeing way too much negative news. Like 2022, we literally, like on my stream, we talked about this. November, the amount of shootings and just insane things that were happening. And every day people seeing it, reading about it. I mean, if you didn't see it and read about it, it's still happening. But it's just been really, really bad. And yeah, maybe I'm just overthinking it, but I personally think that these things don't go on the rise for absolutely no reason. Like, what people choose to believe in is their own business, but whatever it is that people choose to believe in is based on their surroundings. And unfortunately, your surroundings do include like what you see on the news, what's happening in politics, what's happening around globally, what's happening in people's pockets, what is happening with the money. And I just definitely think that if every country was doing really, really well right now and everybody was rich and everybody had a bunch of money to spend and focus on other things in life instead of working every day doing something maybe that they hate, and then just, you know, seeing murders at freaking Walmart, that might make people a little bit happier. I don't know. And then maybe be able to focus on other things like arts and crafts and singing and dancing. So Yeah, I don't think that whatever is trending or popular for a certain era is completely accidental. I mean, not to take away from like Wednesday, which I'm really excited to watch. And I heard Jenna Ortega, I think that's her name, the actress, like was absolutely amazing. Like apparently she showed up into her what do you call it? When she first when she for her audition, yeah. So for her audition, apparently she showed up in like blood, and then she put more blood on it because she did like another show or whatever, or another movie, and then she already had some blood on her forehead, and then she asked for more blood. And apparently the dance choreo, I didn't even know that I was dancing to because I was obsessed with it from TikTok. It's from her, and apparently she's the one who created the dance choreography. At least that's what I saw on another TikTok video today. But do your own DD. Wednesday was awesome. Wait, how many of you guys watched Wednesday? And is it really that good? I'm excited to watch it. I'll probably put it on like the top of my list right after I'm done watching Grey's Anatomy, which I know I'm taking forever, but I think I might finish it maybe like January or February of 2023. I'm on season, I've been watching, I feel like, for the last 3 to 4 months, but I'm on season 9 right now. And apparently there's 18 seasons. So I'm almost there. Um, some people have a lot of money to spend. Some people are getting pissed off, Alan says. Yes, I think there's more people pissed off than there are people with a lot of money to spend. But the people with a lot of money to spend, unless you're in like the upper 0.1% tier, a lot of that did disappear in the markets in the past year. I was watching this Kathy Wood video, and she was saying how it's just been kind of bad, but it's kind of been bad for like the last 20 months. And I'm like, wow, I forgot how fast time passed. And it has been really, really rough. It's really taken a toll. And I do think that, like, they say, okay, everybody wants to fall in love, everybody wants to be in these relationships and whatnot, or at least that's what our society seems to care about a lot, right? Like being in these romantic relationships. And the number one thing, what do you hear in movies and just everywhere you go, and even if you just go outside and eavesdrop on somebody's conversation, you're going to hear about people talking about money, like couples breaking up over money, divorces, prenups, like money is probably one of the main reasons for people to get divorces and get like maybe not breakups necessarily between boyfriend and girlfriend, because I don't think that your money really necessarily has to mesh together in a boyfriend and girlfriend relationship. But whatever. A lot of people get divorced and they're unhappy or they fight about money, like married couples and whatnot. So money is a huge factor in people's mood, what they do, what they choose not to do. So I definitely think that whether we know it or not should definitely subconsciously at least factor into like what we affect us on what we do and what we choose to watch. Maybe like what shows we choose to watch about. Do we want to watch about happy things when we're happy? Or maybe we want to watch about sad, depressing things that we can really connect with when we're just sad and depressed and not happy. Hi there, Chilton. Welcome to the stream. I liked Wednesday. It wasn't bad, at least. JJ says. Nara Trevor, I've never been more happy in my life to be single in today's day and age or right now. Why is it you say that? Why be, oh, you know what? Actually, that brings me up. I remember today seeing an article about how it apparently costs an average of $90-something or $98. I'm assuming it's USD. It's probably an American publisher. But apparently a study's been done and it now costs about $98 or $90 for date night, which is like a regular day night outside. Like you're going to basically be spending about $90 for the couple. I actually think that is pretty normal for like whether day night or no day night. Just going out doing anything, like try going out to like even Dave and Buster. You'll probably be spending like $100 just on the games, let alone like even having a meal. Things are just crazy expensive right now. You'll chill. Alan says once again, yay president, yay 24. Oh, sorry. Yeah, were we serious on that when you guys said, okay, hold on, The Rock 2024. I'm still calling him The Rock. It took me so long to correct myself and start calling Dwayne Johnson instead of The Rock. Wait, The Rock 2024. It says Dwayne The Rock Johnson responds to possible 2024 president. That was October's news. Oh, we did talk about that. Just totally forgot about that. Dwayne, so this is 8 ABC. Dwayne The Rock Johnson responds to possible 2024 U.S. presidential run. A-list film star Dwayne The Rock Johnson responded to questions about whether or not he would run for the U.S. presidency. 58% of the polls said that they would vote for Johnson. That was 2021. That same poll garnered 58% vote for another Hollywood star, Matthew McConaughey, as commander-in-chief. Oh, what? So they're going to have Matthew McConaughey and Dwayne Johnson rule the U.S.? Speaking on whether or not he would run, Johnson said that his number one priority at the moment is being a father to his 3 children. Oh my God, imagine that. I mean, we did talk about it. You guys did say that. Who is it? Which president? Was it Ronald Reagan? Ronald Reagan. One of you guys taught me that was the other president that was at one point a celebrity. And I actually learned a fun fact about him. I didn't fact check that fact, so let me know if it's incorrect, but I heard from somebody that Ronald Reagan ended up forgetting, like, apparently his wife, I forgot her name, but his wife was also like in the film industry, and they were like very much in love or something, but then he ended up being diagnosed with, I want to say Alzheimer's. But anyways, apparently he lost his memory and then he couldn't remember his wife anymore. Is that true? Because I've heard about this recently when talking about Reagan. And I was pretty shocked because I think people mostly just say that he was famous. He was famous president for, I guess, at one point being an actor and then getting in, and then becoming a president. So I never really knew any background story afterwards, like what happened after he finished his presidency. Reagan was the best American president ever. So is it true then? I mean, I think I just have this obsession with Alzheimer's all of a sudden because I'm hearing about it so much in Grey's Anatomy. But Alzheimer, Ronald Reagan, would that show up? Did he actually have it? Did Ronald Reagan have Alzheimer's disease while in office? So what did Ronald Reagan say about Alzheimer's? I will continue to share life's journey with my beloved Nancy. Okay, that's her name. And my family. I plan to enjoy the great outdoors and stay in touch with my friends and supporters. Unfortunately, as Alzheimer's disease progresses, the family often bears a heavy burden. Oh my gosh, so it was real. 25 years ago, Ronald Reagan announced his Alzheimer's to the nation. So was he doing it? So did he announce it while he was a president? President Reagan didn't have Alzheimer's while in office. Okay, that was on CNN. Okay, so at least he didn't have it when he was in office. Maybe just afterwards when people cared. Obviously, you're like a celebrity forever. Once a celebrity, always a celebrity. And actually, I would argue as a president, you're also a celebrity. Ronald claimed to be abducted by aliens. Who hasn't stolen anything as a kid? No fly zone says. I can tell you a bunch of people who did not steal anything in their entire lives. But again, I don't think it means, obviously in The Rock's case too, I don't know him personally, I'm just going to assume that he is a good person. But I don't think that whether you stole or you didn't steal as a kid based on your financial background, that it means you're good or necessarily bad, because there are obviously a lot of people, like just poor kids. Like if The Rock was a multi-millionaire and his parents and lived off his parents' trust fund that was provided to him, then he wouldn't have to steal anything. So I think even though there are some wealthy people out there who just like it for the thrill, I heard, I think most people who end up like, kids going to juvie or like adults getting thrown in jail for stealing, like they don't usually do it for the thrill. I'm just going to go on a limb here and say, I don't think over 60% of the people who probably do get thrown in jail all around the world for stealing are rich people, like rich as in their parents are like multimillionaires. It's probably the poor people. So yeah, definitely don't think it's definitive of like, who you are born by nature. Like you're just such a horrible person. I think it's sadly tied in to just how much money you're born with. But it's not to say every single poor person is going to go out there and steal. There are people who are just fine with not having things. Would you vote for Rock, yay, or Trump? I'm going to put that 6, not as a question for me to answer, but for you guys. Let me get rid of this poll. And yay, what are the selections? Wow, is that really our 2024 lineup? Okay, The Rock, yay, or Trump. We will do that and see what the people decide. And if you missed this live stream live, you can let me know down in the comment section below who you want to be president, or out of the 3, which would you pick? Who would you, or Rock? I feel like I'm saying rock, paper, scissors or something. Trump, yay, Rock. Yay for president all day, 6 says. Lucy for president. I know. I do not want to be a headline for anything. I feel like having your own coin, being a president, all probably not the best things out there that I want to be associated with, but everybody's different. Hold on. Ronald claimed to be abducted by aliens. You will need to learn some respect, your watching says. Yes, people do need to learn respect. Absolutely. Listen to that song. Is it called RESPCT? Rock, 67%. Well, I mean, if it is a popularity contest, and it kind of is, I would assume, if I had to bet on who's going to win, not necessarily who I'm going to vote for, but if I had to bet on who would win out of the 3, I honestly do think the world, like 2024, people are probably ready for The Rock. And why am I saying this? Popularity wise, The Rock has more followers, therefore most likely more votes than these people. And who knows, maybe the world is waiting for another Ronald Reagan style type, like previously in Hollywood, it being in the president chair. I don't know. Maybe it's time. Anyways, guys, I gotta go, but huge thanks for y'all being here. Subscribe as usual, share my videos with your friends and family. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for those of you that show up to my other videos too, and smash the like button. Check out the MOOMOO link down in the description below if you like free stocks and have not checked out MOOMOO yet, a professional stock trading app that I got you this year. And definitely see you soon. All right, take care.